Hello everybody, my name is E-Train and welcome back to the E-Train Talks podcast. Today I'm going to be talking about the world-renowned playwright William Shakespeare. The life of William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is widely regarded as the greatest playwright of all time. He wrote plays like Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, and A Midsummer Night's Dream. Much of Shakespeare's life is a mystery, but what we do know is truly incredible. William Shakespeare's early life. William Shakespeare's date of birth is unknown, but it's widely believed to be April 23, 1564. Shakespeare was the third of 8 children. He grew up in Stratford-upon-Avon in Warwickshire, England. His father was a glove maker and his mother was the daughter of a local farmer. Shakespeare's family was one of the richest in town. Shakespeare went to school in Stratford, where he would have learned to read and write in Latin and Greek, as well as English. One of the ways students were taught was through the performance of Latin plays. These plays may have helped inspire Shakespeare to pursue a career in the playwright industry. Shakespeare's childhood is full of mysteries, and historians continue looking for clues about his early life to this day. Shakespeare's lost years. William Shakespeare's lost years are a large area of discussion for historians. From 1585 to 1592, Shakespeare left few historical traces. At age 18, Shakespeare married 26-year-old Anne Hathaway, and together, they had 3 children. Susanna, their first child, was born 6 months after the marriage. Then, Anne gave birth to twins in 1585. After the twins were born, historians have little to no information about the next 7 years of Shakespeare's life. All the theories created about the bard's lost years are unbelievable, and most of them have been proven wrong. Suddenly, in 1892, Shakespeare's name appeared as part of the London theater scene. There are many questions regarding Shakespeare's lost years. For example, why did he leave his family and move to London? When did Shakespeare move to London? And when did he get involved in plays? Unfortunately, historians and scholars have very little information and answers as to why he disappeared and what he did during his lost years. Shakespeare the playwright. Nobody knows for sure when Shakespeare started writing plays, but in 1592, after the lost years were over, Shakespeare was in London, away from his family, and had started writing poems and plays. His first 2 published pieces of writing were 2 long poems titled Venus and Adonis and The Rape of Lucrece. Around the time of his first published writings, he became a founding member of the Lord Chamberlain's Men, a company of actors. Shakespeare was the company's main dramatist and produced 2 plays per year with the acting company for about 20 years. He remained with the company for the rest of his playwright career, and in 1603, the company evolved into the King's Men under the patronage of King James I. During his time in the company, Shakespeare wrote many of his most famous tragedies, including Macbeth and King Lear. He also wrote some of his greatest romances, like The Winter's Tale and The Tempest. Other famous plays Shakespeare wrote in this time were Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, and Henry V. Shakespeare is truly the gold standard of playwrights, but there are conspiracies going around that he didn't write a lot of the plays he's known to have written. Many people believe he stole the plays from others and took credit for their work, although this hasn't been proven. So for now, let's enjoy the magnificent work Shakespeare has written and produced. Shakespeare died on April 23, 1616, in his hometown Stratford-upon-Avon. Overall, Shakespeare wrote 38 plays, 2 narrative poems, 154 sonnets, and popularized many common terms we use today. Shakespeare has done it all and has changed plays and acting forever. And that's all, folks.